What are the changes on the engine of the F2012?
The engine of F2012 is basically an evolution of the engine of last year. According to a regulation, it's not possible to work directly on engine performance, but the installation of the engine in the car was a really challenging work. We have done it in order to help our aero people to design the best car, and also we have tried to develop the engine, trying to allow much more extreme working temperature of the engine in terms of oil and water.
New rules on the exhaust gases. What was the work done during the winter time on the engine mapping?
We have worked a lot on engine mapping during winter. It is clear that 2012 configuration is clearly very limiting in terms of air advantage that you can get out from exhaust. So there is no longer a chance to have post-combustion on exhaust. The mapping allowance is very limited, but anyway, there is an interest of having some effect of engine exhaust. So we have worked on this according to the new regulation and what is reported in TD 36 of the FIA technical regulation. The position of exhaust as well are defined in the car, and this will be a further contribution to limit the importance of exhaust on aero performance.
And what was the work done on the care side?
On the care side, we have worked intensively to improve care's efficiency and to reduce weight. The concept is the same as 2011. I mean that the cares will be a compact, constrained solution on the below the tank of the engine, and this basically is for us the best solution in terms of safety. On the same way, we try to improve efficiency of the system and to reduce the weight.
The layout of the car has imposed any specific challenge on the engine side?
Yeah, the layout of the car is quite extreme, probably more extreme than 2011, and this for the engine is quite a good challenge. So we had to work intensively to be sure that this engine installation is good and fitting with the new car, and we had to modify some part related to the engine installation. This has been done together with our aero department people, and I hope we have given our contribution to the car performance.
Fuel and lubricants, any news on this side?
On fuel and lubricant side is one of the most interesting areas to work on, because we have some freedom to development. And on this we try to improve performance, working on fuel side, but also to reduce fuel consumption. On lubricant side, we try to work both on performance, but especially on stability of performance. Our engine have to do 2 and 3 races, and it's very important that on the 3rd race you can take into account the performance very similar to the first race.
Electronics is a topic which is not very often under the spotlight. Can you talk about this argument?
I'm very happy to discuss a little bit about electronics. Our electronic department is doing really very important work. You can easily stop a car if you have an electronic problem. Every year that you have a new car, all the electronic cabling layout is completely different. Sometimes it implies extremely challenging solution to be developed. So I'm very happy to say that the work of this year in this year car has been extremely important, very interesting. We try to limit the weight because we have several kilos of electronic components in the car, but as well to improve the reliability of the component.
In these years, you don't have only the usual challenge of the new car, but also a bigger one, which is the engine for 2014. Where is Ferrari on this project at the moment?
The 2014 regulation is a completely new regulation, and for powertrain development is an extremely interesting challenge. It's not just a question of designing a new engine. That is already a very interesting job. It's completely a new recovery system, much more important of electric component in the car, and as well there is a complete way of handling the engine in the car. This implies not only a new design, but also to invest on new facility, develop new facility for the new system. We have started already to work on this. We will have our first V6 engine running during 2012. So it's a very interesting work, and Ferrari, I'm sure, will be ready to compete with the other in 2014.